What's up, thugs? What's going on, little gups? Today's video, we're going to be teaching you guys how to control recoil with all of the easier characters. Because a lot of people seem to think that, I'm scripting. Example A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We just going to be showing y'all how to control recoil. Because a lot of people just seem not to know how. And with the hand cam to show y'all. No cheats here. I'm going to give y'all a rundown on how to get better at controlling recoil. 3 drills I can give you guys to control recoil better. So I'm going to teach you if you're going from even a beginner, intermediate, advanced, to even veteran players can learn from this. If you know this tip already, if you think you have a better tip or a better way to do this, then just drop it down in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And if this video helps you, I'd appreciate a sub. Let's jump right into the video. Let's just pick any operator you want. Let's say, for example, because a lot of people think Ace is a hard character to use. So we're going to hop in. I'm just going to show you guys the recoil on Ace that I have right now. So that's what we're looking like with Ace right now. So how we're going to get this recoil better is you'll go into your character's gun. I'm telling you, this will work if you're a controller. This will work if you're a PC. This will work if you're on a fucking trackpad. All right, if you do it enough. Okay. So you're going to take off your barrel. You'll take off your barrel off your gun. You'll take your grip off. So you used to just be able to take your grip off completely, but you'll put horizontal grip on. And then I'd put on the most zoom scope you can. So if you're like a hollow player, you know what I mean, next coming up Shaiko, then just put on the ACOG just to practice your recoil. What this is going to do is it's basically going to make, let's just clear this, basically going to make the recoil more exaggerated, as you can see. Like if I go to put it back on real quick, see that? Recoil's a lot denser. What this will do for us is basically just exaggerate the recoil, making it harder for us to control, which whenever you put the attachments back on, it will make the guns easier to control. There's a better way to do this, right? Better way than just spraying at this wall, right? Drill 1 is for beginners to learn the recoil patterns of the gun, right? So you spray it at the wall, you're going to pull the opposite direction of what it's going. So if it's going up right, I'm going to pull down left, up right, means down left. That was the beam. What you'll do is, in drill 1, you'll just put the target to prone, put it to 20 meters. Once it's at 20 meters, you'll just crouch and line their head up between this triangle right here. And what this will allow you to do is to control the recoil through this little triangle alone. So these will allow you to see your mistakes. These little beams right here. Because as I control recoil, you can see that it's bouncing here and here. Right, I want to keep it in this triangle as long as I can. This will help you as a beginner just to get the pattern down so you can shoot. This will work with pretty much every gun. The only guns that this might not work with is probably the SMG-12, maybe Twitch's F2. This will be, it will work, it will help you, but it won't make you like a straight beam. Those are like guns that you really need to put in a lot of practice on. Now I can drop videos on those if people are interested in that. So after doing this for a few minutes, I'm going to do this for a few minutes. We'll put it back on my gun and you guys can see the difference. Alright, so after doing that like 5 or 6 times, I'm just going to go here, put the vert grip back on, my flash header back on, and I'm just going to go line it up again. You're going to overcompensate it first because you're going to pull down a little too much and then you'll learn the pacing a little bit better. Like that, perfect. Man. After you feel like you've gotten your recoil down pretty good, you can keep it within this little triangle. You're going to have to move on to something else, right? Because that's not practical, right? Like, sure, I can shoot a straight beam, but what about whenever I have to track, What about whenever I have to move left and right whenever I'm shooting? Like, there's a guy swinging out and I have to flick to him, or he's swinging and I have to track his head, And for drill 2, put infinite ammo on right here. That's very simple. Click begin. And you'll just line it up through these doorways right here. It's basically the same drill as the last one, except now that you know the recoil, you're going to put more distance between you and the door, and it's going to be an angle that you're actually holding. All we're going to want to do is just kind of keep it in this doorway, this little tight crack. Without attachments, you might see quicker progress. Same setup we were running before. And you just want to kind of keep it between these doorways. You swing out to the next doorway, come back. Swing out to the next doorway, come back, right? Do it slowly, like you're cracking something, come back, right? like that. Swing out, back. Try to line it up again. Do the same thing on the other side, right? I can control a pixel. Let's bring it out. Bring it back to a pixel. After you do that enough, you'll get great. For last drill, you're just gonna want to come over here, and you'll copy these settings, right? Put this to 120. Target dummy. Target type to dummy. That channel only on. Discover off. Maximum targets 4. Move speed sprint. Target distance medium. And then reposition timer on 10 seconds. And then press apply. You'll click begin, and you don't want to strafe whenever you're doing this. You don't want to move left or right, because that will make the recoil easier. You can negate recoil if you strafe, right? So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're just gonna line up, plant our feet, and we're just going to work on holding down the aim and spray transferring, right? We just want to get our aim right. We want to be able to get our spraying straight as we're transferring between targets. That's the simplest thing. So that's pretty much all for this video. Hope you guys take it easy. Very simple, short guide on how to control recoil.